Okay, so aside from the fact that I am freezing, as you could tell, I got the whole get up going. I'm a little sick, so sorry, but we are back with another one. So today, after not being able to drive the van for a little while just because it needs a carb cleaning, it's not running too good. But we actually got a part that I've been waiting for like a couple months now for the van, and we could throw it in. So let me show you guys. It's been something I've been wanting to do. I've never really done it to another car just because I've never had a chance to do it. But I guess the van's the first time for everything, right? So let's get to it. Here she is. Listen, I'll post a link to everything that I got here just so you guys will be able to get the same exact thing. And hopefully this video is going to help you because I've never really seen a video that kind of goes into detail on how to do this for these things. So, boom. Okay, here's a shifter. Wood. Not wood. Now, what would be nice, right? A wood wheel. So, this was on eBay. I bought this on eBay. This is for the DE51V, which is this thing. And I think it should fit the carries as well, even though this is an every. And then we've got... oh my... this is exactly what I was waiting for a couple months, just because they've been on back order. And NRG, I don't know. Look at this thing. Look at how nice it looks. Oh my. So it should match pretty good with that. It should match pretty good with the back, and hopefully it's just gonna make everything look just that much cleaner. It is just a little bit smaller than the OEM wheel. I don't really care just because there's already no space in this thing, so it should look good. Now, one thing, this thing was cheap. I know before everybody flames me, oh my God, he got an NRG, not a Nardi, not a Momo. Hear me out. The car's got like 40 horsepower. I'm not going fast. I don't really care. So hopefully I don't have any issues with this, which I don't think I will, just because there's one on the drift car and that thing's got a lot more little torque than this thing. So let's get going. I'm going to try doing this without having to take the battery off or disconnect it. However, these run on like a push system. So basically it's just any kind of pressure. It's like, and that's basically the horn. Now, when I pull on this, it's going to make the horn activate, which I know my neighbors are not going to want to hear, but hopefully it'll be a lot easier. And then this thing, it's all just, this is so bad from over the years that we're just going to kind of take this off. So the reason why I didn't paint that yet, which I want to make it black so it matches this thing, is because without taking the wheel off, this doesn't come off. But now that we're going to have the wheel off, we could paint this part black, and then it'll match this, it'll match the hub, and then everything will just look so much cleaner. So let's see if we can pop this off without the battery having to come out. Okay, I couldn't do it. I couldn't take it off without having to remove the battery, just because I have neighbors and I feel bad for them. So right here in the back, doop. Very simple, 10 mil as everything else in these goddamn JDM cars. And just like that, we should have, don't ask why that freaking screw is there, but I have no idea, because whoever had it before me, I don't know what they were doing to this car. But if this thing ever comes out, hold on, I don't want to lose the screw. Give me 1 second. Okay, with that finally off, let's see. Oh, and it's good. So now let's get to taking it off. I think I understand why there's no videos of this, just because it's so freaking goddamn simple. So stick this in here, right? Look, one hand. Poof. Stick it all the way in. And there you go. Hopefully no broken clips. Let's see. Bam! Look at that. And then this is the nut we're gonna have to take off. So I'll tell you guys how many millimeters it is in a second. Probably 15, right? And that's it. And literally your wheel will be off. We'll be able to get this thing off, sand it down, paint it, throw everything back on, and bam. It's not a 15, by the way. It is a 17. But unless you have 4 hands and you can somehow hold this and get it off with a ratchet, we're gonna have to use a power tool. Shout out to Milwaukee. So we're gonna stick this bad boy right in here, and hopefully it's gonna get it off. God, that's the power of Milwaukee, baby. This is exactly why we drive Harleys, why we ride Harleys. I think that's it. Okay, nuts off. Now, okay, what's going on here? Okay, all right, hold on, give me a second. It's off. And let me tell you, it took some convincing. So you really need to yank on it. Put 2 hands on it, put some elbow grease in that bad boy, and yank the hell out of it till it comes off. But with that off, let's put that out the way. And now, look at this thing. This thing looks so bad that we can take this off, sand it down, and then make it black, and everything's just gonna look so much cleaner in this thing. So let's get it off. Here she is, all naked and whatnot. But to be able to remove this thing, there's gonna be 4 little Phillips. The short ones go to the 2 insides ones, and then the outsides are gonna be these a little bit longer ones. And once you get those 4 off, that's it. You can literally just pop it right off. This should come off, and that's it. So now we can take them out, sand it down, and we'll be done. A little bad news, this thing actually, due to these, I know you can see it in here, this little thing right in here, due to those, is actually not gonna come out unless we remove this thing. And I don't wanna do all that. So we're probably just gonna tape it up and then paint it. But for now, this is what the before looks like. Just wanna show you guys. Oh my God. But let's get to painting and then let's see how it looks. Listen, I lied. I tried everything. I took out, well, the radio we had to take out anyway, but I took all these out, took out the screws, and even with the dash moving, this thing still doesn't come out. So we're gonna have to paint it while it's in there, but you're not gonna have to mask all this stuff off because we're not gonna spray in here, because if we did spray in here, it's probably, there's at least somewhere the overspray is gonna get, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna show you guys a little trick on what to do if you can't get this out, and we still need to, first, sorry, hold on. Isopropyl alcohol. So we need to clean this thing up, make sure it's super clean. So our little paint over there bonds to this, but yeah, let's clean it up. Okay, so to be able to paint this thing, go to your local Walmart, grab this, right? Or grab this. I wasn't sure which one I was gonna use, so why not grab both? They were like 99 cents each. Grab your primer, right? I just grabbed flat black primer. This is exactly what I'm using. I'm not using like an actual black paint on it. So grab your nice, what is it, Truly? So grab your 6-pack of Truly thing. Oh, this is a 12-pack, whatever. Any kind of cardboard. And then you're gonna grab your paint, but first primer, right? So grab your primer, spray a lot of it in here until it pools up. And then when it does pool up, you'll be able to stick your brush right in there and then brush it on, and pretty much you'll be Picasso. So let's do that. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you guys that, but let's do it. Listen, by no means do you have to use masking tape. The only reason I'm doing it is because I don't want to take any chances of getting it onto the actual dash. So we got our freaking masking tape finally apart, and I couldn't go with any skinnier. I don't know why I have the world's skinniest freaking masking tape, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mask this off right here. Right, put it right here. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. What the hell? Do I know how to use this thing or what? All right, there we go. Good old masking tape. Now, perfect. The world's skinniest masking tape. So we're just gonna keep doing this, and then pretty much that's it. So let me do this. Hold on. Okay, now listen, we got this all masked up. Look how good that thing looks. It looks phenomenal. Does it not? Does it not look phenomenal? Okay, so now with all that done, we can finally get on to this step. So grab this, grab your primer, wherever I put it. Oh, okay. Grab the primer. With the primer, we're gonna come on over here just because we don't want to get overspray on anything. Now, like I said, choose a little dark, whatever space you have in here. So this little space is where we're gonna do it. So shake, 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 shake. And then we'll just spray right here. Let it pool up. You see that pool? Perfect. Now, we can use that. I don't want to get it on anything. So if we get on anything, let it be the driveway. So we're gonna use that. And then now, we can just use a brush. Grab the brush. Dip this right into the brush. Oh yeah, perfect. Come back on over, and then that's it. Literally just that. That's all we're gonna do. Not bad, right? Not too shabby. So pretty much try that. Let me know how it goes, and let's do it. Okay, with that piece finally painted, and I ended up using the foam brush. So don't even waste your time with the other brush. The foam brush makes it so easy, and you honestly won't have the streaks of using just a regular, whatever, horsehair brush, whatever those are called. But look at this thing. It looks okay. To be honest with you, it looks 10 times better than what it was because I just wanted something black. And let me show you the piece that we actually got off. Look at this thing. Look at how good this thing looks. It looks phenomenal. Now, it's only a little bit darker than what's actually on the car. So, to give you guys an idea, this is the black, right? The flat black. And this is actually the gray of the Suzuki. So, it looks OEM as hell. And it's honestly just probably like 2 shades darker. I don't know why the black is not as black as like this dashboard. But, whatever. It looks a little bit darker, and I'm happy with it. So, it looks 10 times cleaner. Feels cleaner. So, that's it. Now we can throw it all back together, and we're done. And then we can actually get to putting the hub on. So all right, so before we begin, this is our hub. It's Boss, and I'm pretty sure Boss makes these for just about any of these, the Honda Actives, the Suzuki Carries, Everys, anything like that. So this one is actually the OU25. Sorry, the Turkish just came out real quick. OU25. But if you open it, I'm gonna show you guys. Here's the hub itself. This is what it comes with. If you don't know this ring, and I know the instructions are in Japanese, there's really nothing in English on this thing, aside for made in Japan. That's it. And then everything else is in Japanese. Instructions, completely in Japanese. But if you don't know, if you do have a NRG wheel, and you're not like me, you actually went out, spent the money, this is the spacer for the NRG. So if you do have the NRG, use this. And if you don't, and you're like me, you have an NRG, then you don't need it. But on the side of this, it works for the NRG, Momo, Personal, which I'm assuming applies to NRG, because the NRG wheel does work with this. So the Barth, Indy, Raid, all the other good stuff. So that's pretty much universal. It comes with all the other hardware that you need. I'm just going to use mine just because it's chrome. I don't know what these are for. Yeah, I don't know what those are for, but hopefully we don't need them. So, and it comes with a little hex key, little spacer if you do need it. I'm just not going to end up using it just because I don't really need it. And that's it. And then this thing, once you get your wheel all set up and whatnot, hold on, let's take a seat right here. Once you do end up taking a seat and get over here, so this just lines up, push it in, put the nut on. Let me see where the nut is. The nut's right here. And that's it. Ugh. Now you do realize this thing does move, you see, because like I said, the horn is based on push. What you're going to want to do is, once that's all settled in there, right, this thing is actually going to go to the horn button that's on the NRG. And then once that's connected, you'll just be able to push the button itself. It says top right here. So, I mean, I'm just showing you guys. I'm going to take it off. Don't worry before you guys go crazy. But that's it. This is just going to wire to whatever horn button you have, whatever steering wheel you have. And then you'll just be able to push the button and you're good to go. And that's it. Now, if you look at the space, that I don't like. However, it is what it is. But aside from that, everything else looks cleaner. I know the masking tape's still on there. I don't want to take it off just because I'm not sure if I'm going to do another, coat of the black. But for now, it looks phenomenal. All right. I don't know how much it is for the torque specs, but you know what I do know? We're not going to use Ugga because if we do, Ugga might think, just get this right out of here. But look how perfect that is. Bam! Top is right here. And now, hopefully this thing is going to work. We're going to be able to spin this bad boy right on. Hold this hub right here. I can't wait till this wheel flies off while I'm driving. There we go. I hope that's good enough. Right? That's good enough. I wish this thing had wheel lock, but it doesn't. All those days at the gym, baby. This is what we're here for. The Ugga don't matter when you've got this. All right. That should be good enough. And if it does get loose, then I'll know to take it off. But for now, that's it. So, pretty much, yeah. And now, we can get our NRG wheel and get that thing on. And now, the moment of truth. Oh my God. So we can finally get our wheel out. This is exactly what it looked like right out of the box. It had this, which I'm assuming one of these is going to go to the horn button. So, I don't know. We'll figure that out after. But for now, we're just going to undo these. Do a little... Should probably speed this part up, right? Cue the speed. Okay. We're pretty much there. The only reason I put this on already is because I just wanted to see what it would look like. But if you're wondering what's going to happen from this point on, we're going to ghetto rig it. And what I mean by that is we need to get this ground cable somehow grounded out. Now, normally you would have 2 cables coming out, but we only have 1. And to be able to fix that issue, which I don't want to have to run any more wires, we're just going to cut a piece of electrical tape, tape this right to here, push the horn button in, take all these screws out, put the little faceplate on, and that's it. So I know it's ghetto. Yes, I understand. It's a little ghetto rigging, but it's going to look fine. Boop, just like that, and our horn button will work. So there you go. Okay, we only got one bolt left, and then we can get this faceplate on. Yes, the wheel's going to come off, but it is what it is, my friend. So hold the wheel. I don't know how you're supposed to do this with like one hand. I mean, with with two hands. Let's see. Get this last one off. All right. Aye. Okay. Now, you slide this one on. A little bit of finagling. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Bada bing, bada boom. Hold up. How you doing? And that's it. Look at that. Get the horn button a little bit more. There we go. Now we tighten this bad boy. Okay, perfect. Now we can get the other. There we go. Get the other screws in there, and then hopefully everything is straight. All the holes look lined up, so I'm not too worried about that. And then we should be make sure everything's perfect here. Okay, I guess that screw's gone. Next screw. Why doesn't this look lined up though? Ah, there we go. Perfect, just like that. Now it looks lined up. Now we can run this in there. Doop. And then once this one's in, the rest should come in pretty easy. And there you have it. Let's go. All right, ladies and gents, look at this. Here's our shift knob. Here's our wheel. And oh my goodness. Horn button, and it works. The shade's a little off. That kind of bothers me, but that's okay. It looks phenomenal. This is pretty much the mod that I've always wanted for this thing. And look at how good it looks. Oh my goodness. And there you guys have it. Simple. Now we just got to get this thing to run, fix the carb, so. And there you guys have it. We're actually done. It was very simple. It took a little bit longer than it should have, just because I don't know why. But hopefully this video helped you. Like I said, there's not a lot of videos on YouTube that kind of go over how to do this to these things. And I don't know why, because you would think the steering wheel would be the first thing that people do. And maybe it's because it's very simple. I don't know. But hopefully this video helped you. And make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, all the other good stuff. And hit me up on Instagram. I want to see what wheels you guys are running. I want to see the mods you guys are doing to these things, just because I know there's so many mods, and honestly, there's nowhere to really buy aftermarket parts. So whatever mods you guys are doing, I want to see them. So hit me up on Instagram. It's the same as here, of course, Turkish Party Boy. Let me know. I want to see them. Let's talk. Let's do it. Leave me a comment. I don't know. So, but that's pretty much it. And as always, see you guys on the next one.